habit that I want to get out of, actually. Checking my what I would have had hand, which you should never do. It's a bad idea. Variant's played quite solid. Queen 7, it's a muck. So there's 105 in the pot to pick up in antes. So it is slightly more worth stealing if you can, just once or twice, just to keep your stack where it is. But just at this point, until the blinds go up, and in 3 minutes the blinds are 75, 150, and that's when suddenly the blinds start to mean something to steal around. So that's when the action's going to pick up. I wonder what that means. In 3 minutes the antes are okay. How bizarre. Anyway, the blinds have gone up to 5100 with a $10 ante. So we have quite a bit in the pot worth stealing now. So I'm in the big blind with $100. Fold, fold, fold. Fold, fold. They get me 180 chips for free. I'm going to show the hand because no one called, so it doesn't matter. King 4 and the small blind. I'm going to let that one go because they gave me a nice free blind. Actually, take off the fold. That's a bad idea. You should always see if you get priced in, actually. Yeah, I'm going to let those two contest. Oops, apologies. And you heard a huge bang there. That was me knocking my microphone. I'm going to get a new microphone because the sound quality on my last video was particularly bad. Partly it was me concentrating on the screen and not really concentrating on what I was saying, but even so, it was pretty poor. Dahl Brunson on the button. Now if I get folded to, I'm going to try and steal here. It may come back to bite me, but I'm going to make it 300 to go. If Big Luke gets out of the way. If he raises, right, let's just see if we can get one through. How tense. Please fold. Now he's thinking I'm stealing, which I am, so he really should, if he pops it all in, then I pretty much have to fold after pretending to call. So yeah, it worked. We got one through. So we're not going to show. So that just is just. I just figured that in that position there, the two players here, Babak and Vireen, seem decent players. So I thought, you know, they're going to understand that the blinds suck in terms of, you know, calling a re-raise from their position. Sorry, calling a raise from their position if they haven't got a hand, and obviously, you know, 20% of the time they are going to have a hand. And he's obviously now trying to get those chips back, which he's done. So Vireen, I'm quite impressed with his play. I think he's quite a good player. So we've got Ace Jack here, so that's definitely a raising hand if it's folded to us. So we're going to make it 3-3 to go again. Now may well fold. I expect a call. I've technically got the button if Guess Even decides to play, which you might do with 2,000 chips, or I might just give it up. And I'm quite happy to take the chips at this point because Ace Jack's okay, but it's not ridiculous. Like, it's not aces where you want to, you know, you want the chips in. So he's thinking about this. He's decided not to. So 900 and Jack 10. Now just a little bit of meta game here. I'm going to fold these purely just because I'm just a little bit. I would look a little bit loose if I played there, and I think I would get played back. And obviously the guy's raised, so you might have a hand. But I think you've just got to think, you know, I've out the last 3 hands I've raised twice and got the steals through, and I might just not get away with that. As it happens, I would have flopped the ridiculous nuts, the Jack 10 over the 7, 8, 9, so it would have been a huge hand to get all the chips in. Might have virtually guaranteed me cash in, to be honest, but I think the fold was right there. I know there'll be people watching this who'll argue that I should have gone over, I should have can't talk. Argued that I should have played, but these guys are getting all their chips in here. And he had the same hand as me, Jono's mate, so he's looks like he's shipping. Jack to split. That's all over. And Vivirine, despite me praising him, didn't play that hand quite so well there. So we have ace king, and we're probably going to get... Now when it comes out me, I'm going to make it 460 to go, just to show Vivirine that I know what I'm doing. And I'm going to make him play all of his chips, and it's almost daring him, it's almost me mocking him without being in the chat, to get all his chips in. I think that just told him that I mean business. Because I hate it when someone makes it 450 there, when they really should make it the full price. And there I get 500 chips. So as you've noticed, every time I've raised, I've been folded to me. And so I've got 3 rounds of blinds in the last 5-6 hands, blinds and antes. And Vivirine, obviously, I think he probably gives me a bit of credit as being a decent player, just purely because he's hasn't played back at me when I've raised, and he's sort of keeping out my way a little bit. Maybe the bronze star does it. LOL. So we have all in bet here. Probably see fold, fold, fold now. And he's dominated, and that's it pretty much. He needs us running 7s, and it's all over. So Vivirine goes out after a good start, and we're now down to 7 players. 2-8 to the big blind. Bakan, or whatever his name is, Babak, he is starting to worry, you know, get his stacks dwindling a little bit. And we've got Ross, who hasn't done much on the button, who could be, from our German friend, who could be playing quite a cagey game. Now I'm going to check, but I've got, if you can check behind, I've got a 4 that will give me the straight. Now 150. 150 is 630. 150 and 630 is 5 to 1. No, I'm going to let him have that one. Again, that could have been a place to call. It was pretty marginal. Chasing a 4 there was, I think, 8 to 1, and I had 5 to 1 on my money, so yeah, it was a bad bet. I was thinking of the flush actually, but I was never really going to call there. But I'm always wary that I'm sometimes a little bit tight. I should really play out a bit more. I'm probably going to make it 450. Say 6 is a decent hand if he wants to take a flop with me. Yeah, so another 500. So I'm happy to take the pot there. No one's playing back at me at the moment, which is weird. Pretty sure my reputation hasn't gone before me, because if it did, they will play back. So I've got the hooks again, standard raise. Now if he's limped in, I don't think he can beat jacks, and I think they're going to limp back round to him. We may push, and if he pushes, I'm likely to call, I think, because I don't think he's a slow player. He was an aggressive player. I think I'm just going to shove it in his face. He's probably got ace king or ace queen. Wow. Oh my goodness. Whoops. Horrible suck out. Can't believe he had aces there. That was so crazy. Limped in. Such a sick move. He is obviously a trappy player because he's which I didn't know, which is, again makes my move even more sick. With a horrible big suck out. I kind of thought I might suck out in there. Don't know why, but I never really felt too bad that I was so dominated. For some reason, it just wasn't really there. I felt really terrible about it. So. Wow. Sorry, Big Luke. Consider yourself bad beated, sir. Say apologies. So I'm now like a monstrous chip leader. Having this video on is definitely lucky. I've recorded 3 videos. I've never lost yet. Won 2 9-man sit and goes, and one looks like I'm going to win here, unless there's a sort of disgusting turnaround. It's never good to win on a suck out. There will be times that I get it in with aces and lose to the jacks, but yeah, that was pretty weird hand. But that's the way to take a beat, and the way to take a piece of luck as well. I was just kind of chilled with it. I didn't really, as you know, I didn't really react there. I wasn't sort of whooping to the hills, and obviously I'm pleased I won, but I don't think I really played well in that hand. So ace 10. Sometimes I like to go for the bust and sort of bully Babak. Play on the luck bit. If he pushes, obviously I just let ace 10 go. So let's dare him to raise me. Yeah, so that's just a bully play. I've just made myself, you know, pushed it a bit. Now really the onus is on these guys now to claim the 120 blinds and andes. There's a sort of 420 in the middle. One of these players needs it. So 2 wants it. I've got over half the chips on the table, so I don't really need to worry about it too much. It's actually Babak and Ross, whatever I'll call him, Ross, who've really got the pressure on him. So really I'm just going to fold. Oh, we're all in. Does he fancy the bust? Gus even. Is he wanting to gamble? No. So that's what Babak has to do, just shove his chips in the face of people, get them to fold. I really just need to fold my way to the money now. Disconnection disgrace again. It's really frustrating. Oh, there goes my time bank. God. Apologies for the lack of. Oh, we have another raise all in. Now John was mate. Could call and still have 800 behind, 1800 behind if he calls, but no, he decides not to. So now it's Ross who needs the. Now go through the blinds, but now Ross should probably shove on me here, I think. And if he does, I'll fold. That's a terrible fold by him there. Just not a good fold. Had to have the guts to shove in my face there, and I would have folded with that hand. Now what do I do here with 3-2? Do I bully? See if he fancies flopping with me. Yes. Wow, that's just like the worst flop ever for 3-2. Really couldn't get any worse. I can't take it off him. Do I no, 104. No, I'm not even going to do it. I was tempted with a 300 bet there, but I've decided against it. I'm just going to check.